Pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the fans. Pose with the fans.
The UHF RFID reader senses the RFID tag, then reads the tag's related information to determine its validity. At the same time, the entrance camera is started to take a picture of the vehicle, and according to the number of tag, the picture will be stored in the computer of the management office. If the RFID tag is effective, the boom barrier will raise the bar to let the vehicle pass, and the barrier will automatically lower after the vehicle loop detector detects the vehicle's pass. If the RFID tag is invalid, the vehicle will not be allowed entry. When the parking spaces are full, the UHF RFID reading system at the entrance will be closed and no tags will be read. The authorized vehicles leaves the parking lot. When entering the effective identification range, the UHF RFID reader senses the RFID tag, then reads the tag's related information to determine its validity. At the same time, the exit camera is started to take a picture of the vehicle, and the picture will be stored in the computer. When the system confirms that RFID tag is correct and it is within the validity period, the boom barrier will raise the bar to let the vehicle pass.
Welcome everyone. Today, our group will be presenting on radio frequency identification, or RFID. Before we begin, let me ask a simple question. Have you ever touched a card enter to building or passes through a toll gate without stopping? If your answer is yes, then you have already experienced RFID technology in your daily life. So, RFID is a wireless technology that uses radio wave to identify and track automatically. It allows information to be transmitted without physical contact and without requiring a direct line of sight between devices. An RFID system mainly consists of two components, which is the RFID tag, which store data, and RFID reader, which send and receive radio wave. In this presentation, we will discuss how RFID works, the different type of RFID tags, its application, as well as its advantage and disadvantage. Now, I will hand over this presentation to the other next presenter.
Now let's take a look at the working principle of RFID technology. Do you guys ever think, how do these components actually talk to each other wirelessly? As you guys can see on this slide, the entire communication cycle happened in 4 clear sequential stages, which is we go for the first starting stage, signal initiation. The RFID reader transmit radio frequency signals into the environment through its scanning antenna, discrete and active electromagnetic zone, constantly searching for a tag to interact with. For the second stage is energy capture, which you can see visualized in the first diagram. When a passive RFID tag enters the scanning field, it's on internal capture and harvest the energy from those incoming radio waves. It uses this exact harvest power to instantly wake up and activate its microchip. For the third stage is data transmission, shown in the circuit and wave diagram on the right. The activate microchip alter the electrical load its antenna. Instead of creating its own strong radio wave, it sends its unique data back to the reader by reflecting the incoming wave in distinct pattern. For the final stage, which is information processing, the reader receives this reflected wave, decodes to signal back into a readable digital format, and immediately send the data to the host system. This entire process happens seamlessly in a fraction of a second, allowing for real-time tracking and automation. Next, pass it over to look the different type of RFID that we use for our daily life.
Next, I will explain the two main types of RFID tags, which are passive RFID tags and active RFID tags. First, passive RFID tags do not have an internal battery. They receive power from the radio waves transmitted by the RFID reader. Because of their simple design, they are lower in cost, have a longer lifespan, and are commonly used in access cards, such as the Touch and Go card. However, they have a shorter reading range compared to active tags. On the other hand, active RFID tags are equipped with an internal battery. This allows them to transmit their own signal and be detected over a much longer distance. Active tags are commonly used in applications such as GPS tracking devices. However, they are more expensive and larger in size due to the battery. In summary, passive RFID tags are cheaper and suitable for short-range applications, while active RFID tags provide a longer reading range but at a higher cost.
Assalamualaikum and hi. So now I will explain about an application of RFID. So I know everyone will know some of the example of application in RFID. For example, I know you guys will know about the tool, right? And all the place have a tool. So and all the tool have RFID tag machine. But I will explain about that next. So now we jump slowly about this topic. So RFID technology has many practical application in our daily life and various industry. And the first one, tracking and identification. RFID is used to track a location, asset, product, and also vehicle in real time. This help organization monitor their item more efficiently, reduce loss. Number two, inventory management. RFID allow business to scan, monitor stock quickly and accurately. It reduces the need for manual counting, save time, and minimize human error. Okay, number three, access control and security. RFID is commonly used in key card and identification badge. It help control access to building, office, and restricted area, improving overall security. And finally, that I say before, electronic toll collection. RFID technology enable automated toll payment when vehicle pass through toll gate. This reduce waiting time, improve traffic flow, and also provide greater convenience for driver. In conclusion, RFID technology improve efficiency, accuracy, and security across many applications, making it important tool modern automation. So let's jump to next subtopic.
So today I will explain about the pros and cons of RFID. First, the pros. RFID does not need line of sight. So this means it can read text even we cannot see them. Next, it can scan many items at the same time. This helps save time, especially in warehouse. Third, RFID also fast and efficient because the process is automatic. It can also store more data, so each tag can hold more information. Finally, it allows real-time tracking, which is useful for security and tracking items. So now I will explain about the disadvantages. First, RFID is more expensive compared to barcode. Second, the signal can be affected by metal and liquid. Third, there are security risks if the system is not protected. Next, error can happen when too many tags are scanned at once. Lastly, the system is more complex to set up and use. So the conclusion is RFID is fast and useful, but it also has higher costs and some technical problems. So we will continue to the next topic.
To conclude, RFID is a technology that helps us identify and track objects using radio wave. Throughout this presentation, we have learned about how RFID works, the different type of RFID tag, and its application on our daily life. Today, RFID can be found in many places, such as toll system, access card, and inventory management. It helps make process more faster and more accurate and more efficient. Although RFID has been some limitations, such as higher cost and signal interference, it remains an important technology that supports modern automation and smart system. That's all from our group. Thank you for your attention.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.